What's up, guys? It's me, as Omega Free. I am here with the second place, winner of the OTS Championship Playmat Tournament that Rogueson held. First place was the Family Deck Profile. This is the second place one. Would you like to introduce yourself?
What's up, guys? My name's Cody. Everybody calls me Chubbs, and I'm on branded Despia.
Hell yeah.
Ready?
Would you like to get into? I'm sorry, people usually just go ahead.
First off, we're going to start off with the monsters, then the spells, and the traps. First off, I'm on 3 Aluber. Do you want me to explain the card effects or no?
Feel free.
Alubers are 100% searcher for the deck. It can search out any branded spell trap, and then when it's in grave, it can revive itself as long as
That's
I gotta read my own card effects.
Second place, by the way.
When a fusion monster leaves my field, while this is in grave, it can target an effect monster on my opponent's side of the field, negate that effect, and special summon itself back out. It can only use each effect once per turn.
Mm-hmm.
That actually came up once this tournament because this got sent to grave and the effect was negated and sent to grave.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to use the second effect, but that was a good judge call. So on 3 Aluber, 3 Tragedy. This is also a searcher, but this is for monsters. And if it's sent from field or hand to grave, or even from deck, it can search out a branded monster, or a Despia monster, sorry. And then if it's in grave, that effect also came up once too. You can banish it and set a branded spell trap from grave to field, which that helps out a lot.
Nice.
And then I'm on 2 Dramaturge. A lot of people are only electing to play 1, but I find it's better to have more names in the deck. So when this card is used as a fusion material, except from deck, so the branded fusion that we're getting, her effect won't apply off of that. It took me a second to realize that. But either way, when she's used for a fusion material from hand or field, she can revive herself, and then she's also a monster negate whenever your opponent summons something from the extra deck. So that's pretty neat. I'm on 1 Adlin. When he's used for a fusion material, you can revive a level 8 or higher fusion monster from your grave, or a Despia monster, just any Despia monster. And then his first effect comes up sometimes, but it never came up for me this tournament. During the main phase, you can make all monsters currently on the field gain attack equal to their own level times 100 until the end of your opponent's turn. But that effect rarely comes up because you only use it for the fusing effect. One card that I don't see anybody playing that actually comes up, and it's came up more than once today, is Albion, the branded or the Shrouded Dragon. Basically, its effect is if it's in hand or in grave, you can send a Fallen of Albaz or a branded spell trap from hand or deck to grave, and depending on where you send it from, being hand or deck, it gets a corresponding effect. The hand effect, if you send it from hand, it'll revive itself or special summon from hand. And then the effect that I most use it for, if you're sending a branded spell trap or a Fallen of Albaz from deck, you can place this at the bottom of your deck and draw a card. So it's a brick, but it's also not a brick. And it helps you get your branded openings to grave for the effect, for the protection effect. So that's also really nice. Then we're on the Dragoon package, the Dark Magician and Red Eyes. No explanation there.
Well, I disagree. I think there should be an explanation.
Should it really, though?
The ultimate wizard of terms of attack and defense, and ferocious dragon with a deadly attack. Fuck yeah. Did you get the OGs? Structures like Yugi, structures like Joey.
Yeah.
Yo. Oh, no, not first stats. I thought they were first stats.
No, I wish they were.
Bro,
If
they were first
that,
stats.
That would be awesome.
Dude, that'd be dope.
Then I'm on the DPE package, but I play a different one than most people. I'm on 1 Denier and 2 Malicious.
Wow.
Mostly because you'll see it later in the extra deck, but there is another Destiny Hero Fusion that's actually way better in this deck than DPE, in my opinion.
It's dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah. Then we'll move on to the hand traps. I played 2 Droll and Lockbird and 3 Nibiru. Not really. We don't need any explanation there. Nibiru's just busted. Droll never actually came up today at all. I more or less sided it out just about every match.
I guess my only question with this is like, why these specifically? Like, why not Ash? Why not Ghost Ogre? Because those are the most played hand traps of the format.
From my perspective, I'm always going second, or at least I want to go second most of the time. So Nibiru is just a staple for going second.
Okay.
As for the Drolls, I really don't have an explanation for that other than I don't own Ashes at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, I don't own Ashes anymore.
Wow.
I sold them off just before I elected to start playing this again.
Nice.
So then we'll move on to the spells.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on 3 Branded Opening. So Branded Opening, it's a quick play spell that you discard a card, not for cost, mind you. You discard a card and either add a Despia monster from deck to hand or special summon it to your field in defense position. You're locked into fusions for the rest of the turn after you activate this effect, but this deck really doesn't care. And then also the second effect, which is just as good as the first, if your fusion monster would be destroyed by card effects, I believe, or if it's leave the field. Fusion monsters you control will be destroyed by card effect. You can banish this card in your graveyard instead. So it's a Dingirsu effect. Gotta love that. It doesn't activate.
Bro, did you ever notice that Firajit is in the background?
Who?
Firajit. Trapagate Firajit. You see her ass.
You would be the only one to notice that.
No of us would be, but I digress.
Okay, so 3 Branded Opening. And then I'm playing 3 Branded in red. A lot of people are electing to play 2.
Yeah.
I like 3, more or less because the Egg Chain and Patchwork package to get regular poly to hand. It's good, but it's not as good as the Branded in red. Your Branded in red is a graveyard return. You get any Despia monster or Fallen of ALBAZ in your grave back to your hand, and then you banish cards to fusion summon, level 8 or higher monster.
Interesting.
So if you use this in tandem with your Dramaturge or your Tragedy, you're getting card effects. And it's always nice to have advantage, especially when you're going for Guardian Chimera. And it's always nice to have a chain link 2 or 3, just so you can chain block the Chimera. And then
What the fuck?
3 Red Eyes Fusion.
Wait, hold up. I think I missed something. Why the fuck are you playing 3?
Because you want to see it.
Sir, I'm confused.
This deck does not need Anaconda. Even though you can play Anaconda, but a lot of the times you're getting locked into fusions, so you don't care about it.
Yeah, but if you activate this, you can't normal summon a special summon for the 10.
You don't care.
Oh, okay. Do you need another Ultra, bro? This is just a common sin with the 2 Ultras.
I know, I realized that when I was like putting this together.
I have a super if you want. It's damage the fuck, but I got a super.
There's an Ultra in the case, I might pick it up.
I'll just give you mine. Don't even worry about it, bro.
Alright, then the blowout card of the deck, Super Poly.
This card's nutty.
It's so dumb. Especially if you're on some of the targets that I have in my deck. because you really don't care. You can super poly just about anything.
I swear to God, if you show, when we get to the extra deck, if you show Planket's Fusion Monster, I'm going to end the video.
That was an option, but no.
I know it's fun to place it.
I'm on 2 Forbidden Droplet, mostly because I only own 2. Otherwise, I'd be playing 3.
Good reason. Well, so this playmat, get yourself a 3rd and just win the egg pack.
I mean, we'll figure that out after the video, but
I think they go for like 100. I was checking.
Fusion Destiny.
Oh, you should play at 3 if you're playing Red Eyes Fusion at 3.
We would if it wasn't at 2. trying to get me in trouble.
Nah, maybe. Nah.
We're on 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Called by the Grave, 1 Despia Theater, and 1 Foolish Burial.
Yep, one ofs.
And then the honorable mention that will be getting taken out because it came up once today and then didn't even get a chance to resolve greater polymerization.
The fuck does greater polymerization do?
Basically, it turns your Guardian Chimera into an undestroyable card. And it makes it inflict piercing damage. But the only problem is that you have to... This can only summon Guardian Chimera.
Ah, because you need 3 material.
Mm-hmm. That's the only card worth summoning off of this. Mm-hmm. And I don't think there's... Well, actually, no. There's one other one that's Despia Proskinian. But that takes certain materials to summon.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, you need a Despia monster and a light and a dark.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just...
And that's just a hard thing to pull off. So it's not any good. So this is going to be taken out.
Even then, wouldn't like Super Poly just be better in general? Because you could just have a Despia out, and if they have out like a Verteo DP plus a light monster, wouldn't you just be able to fusion summon it then? Either way, it would be way easier than this.
100%. Like, even regular Poly would be better than this. Even though you get the effects afterward, it doesn't necessarily matter.
I got you.
Because Poly gives Guardian Chimera an extra effect anyway where it can't be targeted by card effects, which that's pretty nice. But this says that it can't be destroyed by card effects, which I think is inherently better. But yeah, this is getting taken out. And then lastly, the only 3 traps that I elected to play today was 3 impermanents. That bumped the whole deck up to 44 cards.
Wow.
So... That's the main deck.
Oh, Joe's excited.
Just a little bit. Now, moving on to the extra deck.
Okay.
Gotta have your tokens. Art my cabbage frog. Gotta love it.
You've had this for as long as I've known you.
Yeah, no, I stole it from Cody.
That makes so much sense. Should be though I've only known you for like, what, a year and a half? But still. Has it even been that long? That's weird.
So, gotta love the tokens. Alright, so first we're on the Link monsters. I only play 3. Relinquished Anima. Just because if you get stuck with a tragedy on board, this is your out to that.
Okay.
Just link it off. And you could play, what is it, Link Karibo?
Link Karibo, yeah, that's the one for level 1s.
Link Karibo would probably be a little bit better, but I saw this tech somewhere else on a YouTube video, so I decided to give it a shot. It didn't come up. Dark, however, that definitely came up a couple of times.
Bro, Dark is fucking nutty. I love Dark. I play PK and like a few other Dark decks, and I always play that.
Especially when your opponent goes into DPE, that they pop everything you have, or pop one thing you have, and you're like, okay, cool, I'm going to summon it back.
Yeah.
Give me cards.
Especially if you just keep on your side of the field, and then it goes to their turn again, and it has to be the standby phase. You have to bring back Dasher.
All right, then we're on the 1 Virte Anaconda because it's Anaconda, and it gives you a free Dragoon if you play it in the correct way.
Correct way, okay.
Correct way. You have to summon it at the correct time. Otherwise, it doesn't really do anything.
Otherwise, it misses timing.
Yeah, gotta love that. All right,
It's just-
so the one piece of spice that I have in my extra deck is the Destiny Hero Dangerous.
Would you say some dangerously spicy tech? That was so cringe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was bad. That was bad. That's all on me. I'm sorry.
So the reason why we play the Dangerous is not because it's a Destiny hero. Well, yes, it's a Destiny hero, but the materials are what makes it good. It's one Destiny hero and one Dark Monster. So that means you can send your Malicious and you can send a Tragedy, which will give them both their effects. So when your Tragedy is sent to the grave by a card effect, you can search a Despia monster.
Yeah.
If you don't have a Luber in your hand,
You now
you now have a Luber, and you normal summon that. You now have a branded in red or any other branded fusion that you need, or branded fusion. But aside from that, he's also just fusion material.
Yeah.
And it turns your Fusion Destiny into a starter. If you don't have anything and that's the only thing you have to play, Fusion Destiny becomes a starter if you play this.
I got you.
And it comes up. Trust me, it really does. Then we're on the 3... Wow, I thought I...
Oh, you're weird with doing that.
I'm missing a
this.
card. What?
What the fuck are you missing? What are you missing?
Or unless if I took it out.
Do you want me to pause?
Yeah, pause it real quick.
Alright, so we're back. Sorry about that, y'all.
Had a little bit of a mishap. I thought I had one more card in here that I don't have. I thought I was playing 3 Masquerade, but I'm only playing 2. Here soon, this will be bumped up to 3.
Nice.
Masquerade says that whenever your opponent activates a card or effect, they take 600 damage.
A Fleo Metal Dragon, that's effect.
And then when he's in grave, if your opponent has anything summoned from the extra deck, including a ritual monster, this can revive itself, but it's banished when it leaves the field. So that effect comes up when your opponent is going in for game, and they don't really realize that you can just beam it back.
Insane. Monster from the extra deck, including Ritual. The Ritual's not from the extra deck, Chubbs.
So then we're on our super poly targets.
Yep.
1 Starving Venom.
Naturally.
1 Mud Dragon of the Swamp. This is why we don't care. Just about every deck plays the same attributes that can be fused off.
Yeah, like Plant Kids.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
Yeah, when they don't have the same fucking attributes.
Or Drago's Tapelia, when you just take one of your fusion monsters and one of their dark monsters and say, gotcha.
Yo, DP Verte, where did you go?
Yeah.
Meg Verte.
Now, this card is going to be bumped up to 2
Okay.
here soon, but Guardian Chimera.
You only own 1, don't you?
I pulled a second one, but I sold it off because I didn't think I was going to need more
Chop
than one.
idiot.
I didn't think I was going to need more than one, but now I'm kind of realizing that this is way more of a blowout card than I thought it was going to be. So when this card is summoned, you have to use cards from hand and field. Mm-hmm. So the cards you use from hand, you draw cards equal to those cards. Mm-hmm. The cards you use on field, you destroy cards your opponent controls equal to the number you used on field.
Sounds like you should do 5 on the field and 5 in your hand.
If you could, but it's only 3.
If you could, would you?
Maybe.
Pop 5, draw 5, boom. I'm trying to hold in your hand. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
I mean, maybe. And then our other 2 Despia monsters that don't really come up all that much, but they're there just because. Despia Quiritus and Despia Proskinian.
You're the only person I know to set the names without, like, just buffing halfway, like, quite plus something other. Say this guy's name again?
Quiritus?
Quietus, okay.
Alright, so Quiritus, during the main phase, he can make everything except for level 8 or level 8 or higher, I believe.
Level 8 higher fusion monsters.
Yep, level 8 or higher fusion monsters. It can
play
make their
Master
attack.
Duel.
What?
I play a Master Duel. I don't know why I do, but I do.
It can make all of your opponent's monsters 0 except for level 8 or higher monsters. Then if he leaves the field by any way by your opponent, it will let you search a Despia monster. And it's actually really cool because if it leaves the field, it doesn't matter if it's getting returned to your extra deck, if it's going to the grave, if it's getting banished, it doesn't matter. You're going to search off of this.
Mm-hmm.
Unless if they have thinking something to stop it, you're searching. Proskinian. This guy lets you revive any extra deck monster that your opponent has in their grave, which is also really nice. And then his second effect is that if he destroys a monster in battle, your opponent's going to take damage equal to that monster's attack points.
Mm-hmm.
And he's 3,200 beater, so it's kind of hard it's kind of hard to get over it too, which is really nice. Now the last 3 cards I'm on is DPE. No explanation there.
No.
Dragoon. If you need an explanation for this,
Then you've been under the rock a little bit too long, Bo.
just a little bit. And then the one card that doesn't do anything because I took out the one card to summon it with.
Yo, hold up. What the fuck? Wait, how... Hold on. Let me think if I can figure this out.
What the one card is that I took out that I can't... That would be able to summon this?
Yeah.
Ecclesia.
You don't run any tuners.
Ecclesia is a tuner.
Oh, incredible Ecclesia. Oh, shit, she is, isn't she?
Yeah. But I took her out because the only things that she can summon at the moment... Well, it worked when I was on my shenanigans and playing Sword Soul Despia.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. I never told you that, but that was fucking weird in Camp Co.
It worked.
Yeah, you did Sword Soul board. And then you also had Despia stuff in hand for no fucking reason.
No, it's because I did all that shit on your turn.
Dude,
it worked.
You say that, but I beat you last time, so...
But it worked.
When? I beat you with shitty PK. You laugh, but I don't know what you're laughing at.
It was a good idea.
At the time, cope.
Okay. Well, that's the extra deck. Here comes the side.
Why is TTQ's hat so fucking big?
I don't know. Token collector for Sword Soul and for the adventure package. I did this once today.
Nice.
I only pulled it off once this tournament, and that was the end of the game. Because they summoned their token, I token collected, and they were like, well, that's pretty shitty. And I was like, yeah. Proceed to game 2.
Yeah.
You
don't need these.
Mine. Bitch, put it back.
Fine. Keep going. I think my subs are probably mad at me.
A card that actually put in quite a bit of work today. Lancia.
Yeah, you faced PK. Probably helped the fuck out.
Actually, I forget what matchup it was that actually... yeah, it was Flunder. This plus this is kind of blowout against them. Yeah, it wasn't a good time.
For them.
Yeah, for them. Dark Ruler no more. This didn't come up at all either.
Nice.
I'm probably going to take this out. I'm still debating on it.
Contact C, trust me.
What?
Contact C. When the bandit stuff comes out, if they go bandit opening, summon a looper, you go contact C, put on their field, and they can no longer do anything. They're locked into fusions, plus they have nothing that they can make in the extra deck with contact C.
That is fair.
It's fair, bro. That's busted.
And then the card that replaced Evenly Matched that would have put in work if I would have seen it.
Oh my god, imagine seeing cards.
I know, right? But, like, I think that this is better than Evenly Matched, more or less, because every deck coming up is going to be fusion-based. Yeah, there's no getting around that. It's either going to be fusion or Xyz-based.
Right. Like these.
PK.
Oh, dude, PK's falling out of favor.
I mean, it might be falling out of favor, but it's still there.
You're just saying that
And
because you
even-
lost it in the last round.
I lost to Adventure. I didn't lose to PK.
So tell me,
He was playing PK
what was the
Adventure.
deck called? What was that deck called?
He played PK Adventure.
PK.
But he didn't do very
PK.
many PK things.
Cool.
All I saw was
Keep going with your
Adventure
fucking
things.
deck profile.
No.
Yes.
My deck profile is done.
Alright, cool. Well, either way, congratulations on your second place.
Thank you.
Would you like to give any type of shout outs?
I'd like to give a shout out to Rogue's Den Tabletop out in Parma, Ohio. If you ever have a chance to, you should come and check them out. I also want to give a shout out to Cody Sweeney.
Yeah.
He's our little dwarf behind the counter.
Little dwarf. God damn.
I could call him Sweeblin.
Yeah. He's fine with that.
Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to him because he told me it was bad to play the Dragoon package. I got second place.
You're giving him a shout out just to roast it. Oh my god. Alright.
I'm sorry, Cody.
No, you're not.
No, he's my best friend. I'm not sorry, but I love you.
Alright, well, either way, like I said, congratulations, and thank you guys so much for watching. This will make free signing out. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe in the comment section below what you guys want me to do next. This will make free signing out. Make sure to have a nice day, and goodbye.